All right, so this next video, I'm going to kind of bounce around a little bit. But this is called It's the Small Things. I've taken some clips, mostly from SEP games, and I have a couple from my own games. And there's 18 clips, only 16 are viewable. The last two, for some reason, the buffering, Fitz got out of his wheel and stopped working. So, but I just want to go through a couple things here. Let me get it set up. Okay. All right. So this is from SEP. Okay, these clips. Now, Audrey in this play is trail. What is she doing wrong here? What happened? Yeah, she's not outside in. She's not outside in. Now, I will tell you why. I mean, I was actually on doing this game. The coach from Rockridge, Jay, just yelled at her about a play. And so now she's discombobulated and, just wants to kind of get herself away. And that happens. That can happen. I don't know what it is, but something about Jay and Audrey, they're like oil and water.
Just that typical Jay.
Yeah, that's Jay. So, anyway, it's small things like this that are going to identify you. Like if we're watching this, we're going to say, well, she doesn't know three-person. What is she doing? Now, I was there and I know exactly why she was doing it, but you need to make sure that you're trying to stay as consistent with your mechanics and fundamentals of three-person as you can so you don't stand out for the wrong way.
You wouldn't do that in two mix.
No.
Anything up? Our antenna's up a little bit more.
All right. There's two things about this video. First of all, look at the positioning of my trail and center. All right. My center, I think that's you, Fitz, isn't it? Is in great position. Right? He's ahead of the first line. He's kind of in the middle here. He's staying with the pack of the play. I think he's got a really good spot. Right? Why is my trail so high? The trail is supposed to do what? Trail. All right, not get ahead of it. Okay? And there's different reasons. We want to get good angles. And I think the key thing to three-person officiating is get the angle. See the daylight between the players. In a press situation like this, you want to be very careful. Okay? The other thing is, what's the coach doing? Whatever he wants. Now, we're not gonna go on Sonic Blast here and just tee him up because he's outside the box. But as the play goes forward and the ball goes out of bounds, if I'm Mike, I think that's Mike Welch who's the trail. I'm gonna come back to the coach. I'm gonna say, hey, coach, 28-foot box down, 28-foot box. Work with me. I'll work with you. You work with me. I know you're coaching your kids, but you got to be down here. Okay, talk to them. You don't necessarily have to break bad on them. Coach, down here, that's the last time, warning. We don't have to do that. Say, hey, coach, down this way. Okay? Work with me. All right? And I think most of this video is me pointing out where the coach is just doing whatever he wants, if I remember right. All right? All right, this is fun. I'll just play it until it pauses so you can kind of see what's getting ready to happen. Ready to go. Uh-oh. Whose fault is this? All three of them. Good. That's the right answer. All three of them. Now, yeah, Tyler's the one bringing them in. But Chantal, who is in C and maybe in a coma at this point, needed the help. Nicole needed the help. We all have the responsibility to make sure we have the right number of players. Okay? It's very easy for someone to fall asleep. If that someone is the person bringing in the subs, we're in trouble. What I think is amazing about this is they have 6 players and they get a layup scored on them. Well, yeah, but still. By the way, I just want to point something out here. You see who this little guy is over in the corner? Anybody know who that is? With his hands in his pockets?
Well, it's not Mike.
Cecil. How many ERC members are lined up back here? Did I lie? All right.
Can I have one thing that plays out?
Yeah.
And Michael, correct me if I'm getting the things correct, but so the trail, because it's close to the table there, about this stuff, and I've always found as a practical matter that the lead or the C should take that stub, because it's tough for that trail who's going to be facing this way to be like looking over his shoulder and looking at the player here, bring people in, bring those subs in. When the C right that's those subs in, he's seeing, he or she is seeing the entire substitution process. He can make sure everyone stopped or everyone finished the substitution.
So I'm going to let Mike chime in, but I'm glad you weren't at breakfast on Friday, because I had a long argument with Mr. Brick about this exact topic. By the manual, though,
The trail should bring him in, but what the point is, what you're saying kind of matches with what Scott just said. What the larger point is that all three officials should be aware that we don't have 6 on the full. And if we do that, we're okay.
so there's another video where I'm going to show you the perfect time for the center to be engaged. All right? Let me see if I can stop this in time to ask you a couple of questions.
2 with the right hand, 0 with the left.
All right, I gave it away.
2 with the right hand, 0 with the left.
All right. So, a couple of things about this play. All right. First of all, do we agree that the center has good position? Do we have an agreement that the center does a really good job of stepping up and making the call? Okay. Now, even if there's a double whistle, which I think Chantal does have a whistle and lead on this play, where should the ball come? It's right. The foul's right in the middle. But where should the ball come? Where would you put it? Bill Thompson, where would you put it? I'd put it right here, right where Tyler is. And why do I do that? If it's right in the middle, why would I do that? Why does it matter?
It doesn't give off the impression that he reached.
Right. It gives his call more strength. Okay? Gives his call more strength. So, with what you just learned in the previous video, how should they switch? All right, so Nicole's here, and she's going to come where? Over here. And then Tyler should do what? Report and then go to lead. He's going to the inline. And Chantal, who's in lead, should come where? All right. Let's see how our heroes did.
That's a good call. Chantal come from the C. Chantal, you can do just a little bit and see if he gets it. If he doesn't, then he can come and get it. So we don't need to switch on that gang.
Did you hear Marvin in the background? Man, they did it way wrong.
So the C had the foul, right?
C had the foul.
So all you have to do from the decision is just step out, use your voice and report, and go feed your lead.
Really, it's a step or two towards the table. 33 hits, and then you go.
By him going so far, he just screwed up the whole rotation.
Now, I want you to pay attention to the fact that Nicole kind of initiated, this is where the ball's going, right? So I want you to pay attention to this play. Same crew, all right? All right. We have backcourt. All right. Where is the ball being put in play? Is it being put in play right here?
On the other side where it's a violation.
On this side?
Yes.
Okay, so now if the throw-in's in the front court, who's going to put the ball in play? The C. Not the trail, right? Because the trail handles all throw-ins in the
Backcourt.
So the C is now going to come up and become the new trail and handle the sideline throw-in. Tyler is supposed to do what?
You the lead and come over.
Come to lead. Chantal, let's see if our heroes get it right. Sorry, I had to give you guys the answer too.
Good job.
I don't know why Bill's telling them good job, but all right, did everybody see? So now we have an issue. Now, if I'm really strong in three-person, I'm going to stop at the next time out and say, hey, listen, we're doing these switches wrong. Sometimes you're just going to have to fill in. I'd rather have you fill in than have you sit with the ball and go, David, you're over here. You're over here. We don't want that. All right, we just want to fill in, okay? But I want to make sure that we understand this. We shouldn't have this issue. If we have this issue, by the way, 9 times out of 10, we know who the issue is. Okay, we'll understand who made the mistake. Don't fret upon that. Okay, you being in the wrong places on rotations and switches is not going to prevent you from being promoted in one way or the other. Okay, having fear to put air in the whistle and having fear to be able to get in the right positions and have the courage to do things the right way will. All right, don't get so hung up on this, but I want to make sure we know what we're doing. All right, on this play, pay attention to the lead official. What does Ricky do? Now, wait a minute. In the manual, it says that he's not supposed to. Right? I will tell you that this is excellent teamwork. Mike, you want to jump in on this?
That's fine. We're in transition. That's fine.
All right. So,
trail is there.
Yeah, trail's here.
You know, but we're in transition.
Transition, fast breaks, jump ball is where we need the lead to pay attention and help out and be a good teammate. He helps Danny, even though Danny's in position, he helps Danny, give him the indicator. And watch what happens when Danny goes up. Ricky drops. Okay. From an advanced officiating standpoint, if I was Danny, I would work on putting my right hand up here instead of my left hand. Why? My right hand is outside so that my C has a visual view of it, and also the table has a better look at it. Okay, outside hand. I don't care which hand you use for this purpose. I'm just telling you that if you want to get into advanced officiating, outside hand is always better. All right? All right. We start with a travel here by Spencer. Okay? So, where's the ball being put in play? Right here, right? So, who's going to put the ball in play? Trail. All right, so Danny's going to come up from trail. Spencer's going to go to lead. And Ricky's going to stay in center, right? Do you see this guy in the orange shirt ducking down here behind? What is he called? A substitute. So this is where Joel talked and Patrick talked before about, you know, a partner helping out with the subs. I want you to watch the way Ricky handles this. Now, Mike, I don't know. Is this in the manual? I don't know if it is or not. But I want you to watch this. All right. Why would Ricky get the subs here? Because he's got to get down the lead, and he's got players down here. He's coming to get the ball for the throw-in. And so Ricky does a great job of stepping in. And watch, he'll step towards the table a little bit. He'll make sure his partner knows, I've got your subs, and this is how we handle it. Okay? Patrick, I think you and I have a play coming up in this video, too. See how he steps out and he's just telling him, I got you? All right, that's really good teamwork. This is, by the way, the argument that we had at breakfast the other day.
Well, all right, never mind.
Okay. All right, same crew. I want you to watch this play and tell me, after we're done, tell me how you would have handled this differently.
It wasn't big, so now you got to referee that play like that for the rest of the night.
All right. Did everybody see what happened there? Rewind it again.
Yeah, but it wasn't big, so now you got to referee that play like that for the rest of the night.
All right, so what does Spencer ask for? Not very well, right? He needs to be a little bit more boisterous. Now, considering where the play comes from, who should he be asking help from? So why is he looking at Ricky? So that's one. And then how do we handle this? Just from a mechanic standpoint. Out loud, Tony.
If you're the one riding the help, you hit your whistle, put your hand up, and then point the direction. If you know. If you don't know, then you go.
Or you go to the third official.
Or go to the third official, and then if the third official, then we go to alternate possession.
Okay, mechanically that's correct. Fundamentally that's sound. Why wouldn't he run to Spencer and give him the information?
Because he's already asked for help.
Right, he's asking for help. Go ahead, Gerald.
So what you do, you go and give him the knowledge that you have, and then he makes a decision from that.
Not in this case.
Okay.
You're going to go to him. When do you go to him? Who wants to jump in on that? When he got it wrong. When it's clearly that he made a mistake, that's when you go to him and give him the information. Okay? In this situation, Danny should blow his whistle and, give a firm blue right away.
And if he doesn't know?
Then he goes to Ricky. And if Ricky doesn't know, all right, usually in a pregame, I'll say, by the way, Mike, if I come to you and you're the third one, just guess. And then get the ball and play. By the way, I'm going to show you a clip about how to get the ball and play pretty quick later. David.
So if that official there in the lead asks for help, he's telling everybody out there, I don't know.
Right.
So when he does that, who he goes to should blow the whistle and make a strong call, take ownership of that play.
That's right. So in this situation, Spencer should stop the clock first, right? Don't forget, we always stop the clock. And say, I need help. And then Irv hits his whistle and goes, blue! Great. Put the ball in play and we're good. Tim.
Which do you like, maybe this is a preference, which do you like better? Do you like the immediate help if you don't know, or do you like the hand up, look around, look for help?
No, you got to say it because I don't know what you're looking around for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you'll see officials that will hold it and they'll look at a partner and wait.
That happens more if the out of bounds is on this side. We talked about it in pregame, and I'm coming across and I go, Mike, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not yelling help in that situation. Okay? But in this situation, that's how they need to handle it. Voice it. Yeah, Marv.
Could you strongly emphasize that you do that when he's asking for help? I've seen a lot of games where we call it the wrong way, and the official, instead of coming to Mike and saying, hey, Mike, this is what I have, they'll go ahead and try to change it right then and there. So make sure that when the person asks for help, boom, you go blue, whatever like that. Not only that.
The other thing I've seen a couple of officials do, and I'm not pointing anybody out in this room, but I've seen this, where I'm out in trail and, I've got a ball and I'm going to go this way and I see my partner down there going like this. Well, if the coach sees us, now we're screwed, right? So stay away from this, okay? Just give it, all right? The other thing is, if you have a bang-bang play, sometimes just blow your whistle and then just watch the players. Because they'll tell you. Because you might say blue, and the kid from blue's like, and starts running down the court, and you're like, all right? True story, I had a situation a couple years ago where we had a double foul. We didn't know we had a double foul at the time. I reported my foul, and then my partner came up behind me and said, yeah, I had it going the other way. I went, oh, that's nice. And then he couldn't find his fouler. And so he's like, do you have my fouler? And I go, well, no, I have my fouler. I don't have your fouler. We went to our third, Doug, and Doug's like, he had a foul? So I was like, well, all right, well, let's go ask Danny. Let's go ask the table. Maybe Danny Gorham was the table. Maybe Danny knows. And so Danny, we went over, and Danny's like, you had a foul? Right about that time, a kid from West Springfield comes over and goes, hey, ref, what did I do wrong? I said, not a thing. Sometimes the kids will tell you. All right, David, you want to say something?
The other important thing about a play like that where the ball deflects off a foot, if that person in the trail has to be ready. They have to already say to themselves, my lead might need help on this.
That's right.
They're not doing anything unless they ask for help, but they need to be prepared to give it if something like that happens.
Yeah, and you'll see when somebody knows and really knows, you'll see them like, me? No, you're good, yeah. I had the same thing. All right. Yeah.
And to David's point, the recognition, the toughest call in basketball is in the lead position on out of bounds play. Because you could possibly have 10 on the floor and the ball's flying through.
Yeah.
And to get that play every time. So there's a recognition as a crew member and a teammate that you may be called upon to get involved in that play.
All right, let's move on. There's no quick things.
Things like that out of bounds. I had a game a couple of weeks ago. I went to the department and told them, this is the way it goes and so forth. And after he said, well, I guess done it anyway. You can't do that. You can't do that because in some of these games you have these varsity officials. They're looking at you. Varsity coaches. They're seeing what you do, and I'm not so sure of that. But don't ever guess. If you're not sure, I'll do this 100 times a game. If you need to, just to get it right.
All right. Tim, you're on this crew.
I think we agreed to never talk about this.
All right, first of all, we are kicking ass on this free throw shooter. He will not violate. I mean, we're... All right. In this game, we've had a lot of trash talking. Okay? A lot of trash talking. And I think that all three officials in this game learned a lot. But I will tell you that one of the biggest things that you can do is if you've had trash talking, now we got a technical foul, why are the three of us up here? Why aren't we with the players? By the way, did the players have to be behind the division line? No. Right, they just have to be above the top of the key or free throw line extended. Free throw line extended or top of the key?
Outside the 3-point line.
Outside the 3-point line. So, also, I'm just going to pick on Tim. Do we need a count here? Right? Do we really need a count? No. I would rather have Amir, or no, who's that, Mike? Mike and Tim planted in between these kids. I'm pretty sure Amir can handle the free throw. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure he can. This will drive you nuts. By the way, Cecil's here, in case you didn't know.
There's really no reason to be counting at this point. I don't think it's really necessary.
Okay, this is a fun play. This is all about making sure you have the right angles. There's about 4 or 5 things wrong in this clip, so enjoy. What just happened? All right, so let's break this down a little bit. First things first. Did you see it? Did anybody see this down here? Okay. So we have chucking of the cutter here. Now see what the trail's doing? She's supposed to be picking up this matchup right now, right? Where is she looking? Now watch what happens. If anybody can call the foul, who has to call the foul? Okay, the trail. She just walked herself into a straight line. If she just stays here, she's got a great angle. All right, now, how in the world can the lead see a push in the back? I mean, this is the kind of play that can really make or break whether somebody is ready for three-person. Okay? Not only is he in mid-rotation He's calling the foul on the hand on the back. That he hits his whistle probably when they're about here. The kid is head and shoulders past. Therefore, we should give him what? We should give him the opportunity to finish the play, right? If he scores a basket, we should. And we're waving it off, so we're penalizing the defense, the offense 3 times in this play. First, we missed the chuck the cutter. Apparently our lead is good enough to referee the perimeter and not the interior. We've taken the basket away from the kid or potential for 2 shots, and now we're giving them the ball out of bounds. And this is one of the best. We're so focused on this, now we go, oh. Uh-oh. Well, nobody can foul out. It's on you, 9. All right, so this is really important to understand from a guideline of officiating. If you're the lead, you should not be calling that, Drew. The center can certainly have this because they started with the play, but I will tell you that I would have a hard time saying that the center can take it once it gets past that point. Now he took a step up. That's fine. So a lot to learn on that play. By the way, you can all go back and watch these clips later. This one's called "It's the Small Things." David.
And just one position guideline: when a player on that play dribbles in one direction, your angle's going to open up by stepping in the opposite direction.
Yeah, that's one of the things that, we're going to talk about later about what does that mean, okay? One of the things that we talk about is, as the drive comes to the basket, if I'm lead, I don't want to step towards the play because now I'm taking my angle and I'm shrinking it. Okay, instead, I want to referee on my back foot. Has anybody ever heard something about refereeing on your back foot and front foot? No. Okay, write this down if you haven't heard it. When you're in lead, referee on your back foot. Okay? Because if you're on your back foot, the play is coming to you. Okay? You are the lead official. It's coming to you. Now, if there's a play where somebody gets hit, and Joel's going to talk about Rule 427 later. You can look it up before he talks if you want. And if there's a foul, he can... Nope, I'm going to let that go. Nope, I got it. Whereas if I'm in trail or center, I want to referee on my front foot. Why? We want you more active and engaged on rebounding plays and anything to the basket. Because if you're in center, if we have an aggressive center and trail, our game can't go wrong. Okay? Our game can't go wrong. But if we have a center and trail, it's like starting to bail out as there's rebounding. That's why we always say take a step towards the basket. Take a step towards the basket. You're refereeing on your front foot so that you can pop up and get that foul. Joel?
Just another quick thing, Scott, if you could rewind it real quick. Her shoulders are to the inline, and your shoulders are going to tell what you're able to see. So I don't know why, but she's turned completely towards the inline, and the play is right there in front of her. So watch her shoulders. See, how can she? Right, her shoulders tell us that her ankle is straight here, and the play is here.
And I'll also add, she's trying to keep that string between the lead and the trail, and that lead is starting to take off. So she's feeling she needs to hurry up and get down to the C position. And she thinks her lead is getting ready to rotate over. And when you're running like that in trail, even as lead, you're going to miss something. You shouldn't be running from one position to another.
Yep.
You're trying to just get an angle.
That's really good, Chrissy. And I think you just took away Mike's whole presentation with that sentence.
Right. And then I think Chrissy's exactly right. That's why she did it, because she was trying to stay connected, but she should have just opened up and got an angle.
All right, I'm going to try to go through these pretty quickly. Pay attention here. Blue 15. All right. For those of us that have refereed him, we know 2 things about him. One is he's pretty strong. All right. The other thing is he can be a loose cannon. So tell me, is a guard going to be able to do this? So So a guard is not going to be able just to swing by and strip on the ball. You've got to have an understanding. First of all, the guard is going this way. If he hits the ball, where's the ball going? It's going that way too. But if he hits the arm, the ball's either going to go up or out. And this is just a play calling guideline. Definitely gets the arm, does not get the ball. The hand is not even close to the ball. He gets the elbow. Now, blue 15's like a tiger. He looks at the referee first. Now he's like, oh, I'm going to kill somebody. Thank God he missed. All right, and now he gets a foul here. This is the best. Watch Jeff Wiggins in the background. By the way, Cecil's not here this night. Now, I will tell you this. If the reason that this crew did not provide a technical foul is because they know they missed something, then kudos. I don't think that's the case, though. All right, I got about 5 more clips and we'll take a break.
15 picked up a kid in the playoff game and almost pulled.
By the way, we will know when you do something wrong from a mechanic standpoint. Last second shot, who has the responsibility if the table side is over here? So Jessica should have it, right? We will find you if you make a mistake. Ooh. See him? Oh. All right. Make sure that you know. We were this close to him saying yes or no. Okay. I put a video out this year in a game that I had where my partner, the kid shoots it a full second afterwards, and I put a video out that says, you know, have the courage to go to your partner and say, the ball is it's still in his hands way after the buzzer. All right? We will find you. All right. I'm not putting this play in here because I made the call, and it is a great call, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I put this in play for a couple of reasons. One is, it's very easy to get distracted. South Lakes Herndon, I don't know if there's anybody that can sit anywhere in this building right now. Okay, it's packed. So it's very easy to get distracted. Number 2 is, as the lead who becomes new trail, we tend to bounce out way too quick, and we end up getting ahead of the play and we miss things. So one of the old adages from the NBA system is you don't leave that end line until the ball leaves the free throw line extended up. Okay, you wait, and then once that goes, then you go. And now you're 4 to 6 strides behind and to the right or wherever you're going. All right, so let me get this sound up here. All right, now again, looks like we're getting ready to go the other way. Carl's already turned and ready to go. The mechanic's fantastic, by the way. Right, Mike?
That's like shades of the Joey Crawford block.
All right, see how the hand goes up? If I'm up here, I don't see that. And in a game like this, you don't catch that play, we could really be in trouble.
You get a card, you get a card.
You're damn right. All right, now here's another play. Remember what we talked about earlier with the coach that was outside the box? Okay. Sometimes people handle things a different way. This is before they changed the 28-foot box rule that Gil and I wrote. This is back when it was a 14-foot box. Ball goes out of bounds. All right, I'm trying to get the throw-in ready. See where the coach is, see where the box is. All right? One problem for this coach. Here he comes. And now Andrew's like, oh shit. I got it. I'm okay. Okay. Now, granted, you know, Carl has that presence and that reputation that, look, you're going to be in the box, okay, and it works. You can handle things the same way. You can just stop the game and say, hey, coach, the box is over here, okay? Let's work together. I put this in here for obvious reasons. What is he doing? So we asked at halftime, because I didn't even know that he was down there. Larry did after he threw the ball up. Again, loud environment. Okay, you can get spooked in these kind of environments. He said, I didn't want to get beat and lead. Don't have to worry about that. I show you this because if we're watching you do this, then we're going to say either he doesn't know three-person or something's going on. Again, free throw line extended to the top of the key, extended on both sides, and you have a nice arrow. So he should be right here. All right. Now, nothing really happens after the jump ball except for Larry almost goes to the other side because he realizes, where's my guy? And then here he comes. We got it. We're covered. But you got to be aware of these things. This one here is really important. You've got to take care of rough play. And if you don't take care of rough play, it can get a lot worse. This situation, Potomac Falls is playing Oakton, and it was supposed to be a pretty even game, and Oakton is smoking them. They're up 22-23 right now in the second quarter. Okay? So, yeah, what did I do? You almost give the kids. Look, did you see the reaction this kid had? If you don't, I mean, you can see it right there. If you don't get this, then this kid number 11 is going to get number 3 at the other end. Measured him up. Now, I love this. Coach Hawes wasn't even looking at the play. And as I'm walking by, he's like, come on, Scott, that's basketball. I go, it's almost intentional.
Oh, you just called it regular?
I called it regular. It was close.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, and I think that's the end of this one.
Did you guys switch on that play just to keep the kids calm?
Well, we had 1-on-1 on that play.
It was after shot, so no possession.
Yeah, we had 1-on-1 on that play. So we just did a normal. All right, so any questions about any of this? Did that help you on some things? Positioning, being able to understand certain things, why we don't do certain things? All right? All right, very good. So I'm going to let you guys take a 5-minute break. I know it says 10.